So, today I want to speak to you a little bit about 3 things that you should know if you're considering online counseling. My name is Dr. Sonia, and I'm a licensed clinical psychologist with over 10 years of experience, and I've worked with people in both online and offline settings. And I find that both have unique value and benefit depending on the particular issue that you're struggling with. So, when you're considering online counseling, the first thing you want to do is make sure that whatever service you choose to work with has licensed professional counselors available for you. And the reason why this is important is because licensed counselors from a variety of mental health disciplines have to go through a level of education and supervised training and then be credentialed by their state board. And all of this ensures that you're getting a certain level of credibility when you work with these licensed professionals. These licensed professionals can come from a variety of disciplines. They can be licensed psychologists such as myself, licensed clinical social workers, licensed marriage and family therapists, or licensed professional counselors. So any counselor from any of those disciplines, as long as they're licensed, is going to be appropriate to address most mental health issues. So the second thing to consider when you're thinking about online counseling is your own style and preference for the frequency and types of communication that you can have. In more traditional brick and mortar counseling practices, it's typical to have visits once weekly and maybe to email counselors in between, but typically around things like scheduling changes or cancellations, and not so much to talk about any issues that might be going on. In the online counseling world, there is very frequently a variety of ways in which to communicate with your counselor. And some of the more common ones are SMS or email messaging, so text type messaging or emails, and also the ability to schedule video or phone consultations. So you have a variety of ways to reach your counselor. And often when you're engaging in the email or text messaging communication, there's an increased frequency as opposed to typical counseling settings. So for example, it can be really helpful if you have a lot of issues that arise during the week and you're the type of person that if you don't kind of get it out right then and there, you might forget it, or you're going to come into counseling and be like, oh, I had this thing happen, but I don't remember exactly what happened. If you're working with an online counselor, you can quickly write a message or an email, shoot it off to your counselor, and typically get a response back within 24 to 48 hours. So depending really on your style, whether you want a more traditional style or sort of the newer online style, both can work for you. It just really depends on your preference. Finally, one of the greatest benefits of online counseling is its ability to reach people who may not have had the access before to a licensed professional to deal with their particular problem. One of the perfect examples of this are people who live in rural areas where there may be 1 or 2 counselors who don't have necessarily the expertise or the style that will work well for whatever somebody is dealing with. Another perfect example of people who previously could not access counseling are individuals who have chronic health conditions or who may have transportation limitations and just can't get out to make an appointment every week with somebody outside of their home. This can be a great way to bring a counselor into your space and work on whatever issue you're struggling with. And the last thing is, if you're just a super busy person, you work a lot or you have small kids at home or you just have a lot of demands, the convenience of being able to sort of see a counselor on your terms and in your time can be super helpful. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll find a lot more content on a variety of mental health topics. And if you're interested in learning more about online counseling, please click the link to BetterHelp.com below.